Is that better? Oh, that's better. Oh, I tried on a lipstick and it's still there. Well, good morning. You guys don't know who I am. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lois. I do a live every day. Bounce back and forth. Hey, from here on Facebook. So tomorrow you'll find me on Facebook. Make sure you subscribe here. Follow me over there. My lips look so much red in the video. I just look dead in person. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I did not want to get up this morning. I stayed up late packing everybody's orders so I can ship them out today. Oh goodness. I don't know what's going on with this loose hair stuff, but I was digging it, so I left it the way it was. Alright. So, Tasha is here. She wanted to say good morning. Hey, Luanda. I know what look I'm going to do today. Let me make sure my phone is charged. Of course it's dead. So let me just charge it up a little bit. Oh gosh. I wanted to do something else, but Yvonne sent me a really pretty look yesterday. So I'm going to do the look she sent me. Moses, no, you better not. You better not. He's such a bad boy. That pump popped up this morning and it hurts really bad. It's like really sore. Ah! He's over here. Stop. If you knock over my coffee, I'm going to be mad. Why do you have to sniff my brushes? Crazy. Look, here he is. Look, you see him. He just sits in my, gets his paws up in my lap, and he's like, hi, good morning. I've done took him out. We done been out. I done gave him some lovins. He is so needy in the morning. Stop. Stop it. He just stop. I don't know. He wasn't in his cage last. Did anybody put him up last night? He wasn't in his cage last night. I did not have a sale. I instead packed up everybody's stuff that already paid and tracked down a couple of invoices that weren't, and finally got those settled. So now that they're all squared away, I'm going to go ahead and stop on the way home. Stop and pick up some more stuff. What did you do? He is such a mess, y'all.
What time do you get off from work? You should probably pick me up and like drop me off.
You can't go to Grandma's house to stay the night. You were supposed to tell her, ask her if you could stay the night last night. You have soccer tomorrow. Yeah, you told her. That's what I was saying. Ask her if she can pick you up tonight. And you said the wrong thing, so she thought you were talking about tonight. You have soccer tomorrow. You can't stay tonight. And since everybody's home today, I'm not gonna. Hey Yvonne, I'm gonna do the look you sent me. I'm gonna do that one today. I want to try this out. Okay, so this was in one of those sets that I had bought. No school, it's planning day. Planning day. But this is so pretty. You can use this like for a highlighter, eyeshadow. You can use it on your lips. But it is just like so pretty. I didn't put much on there. I kind of got whatever was on the lid. Let me see. Alright, it's not showing up like I wanted it to, but anyway, I just watched it yesterday and it was really pretty. It's like, Lois, what is that? It looks like micro glitter and it's gold. It is so pretty. Actually, I put it on my lips and also put it on my hand and it worked out pretty good. So I'm gonna use that today. I know I'm late. I slept in. The kids didn't have to go to school. So I took advantage of that. I know. Meanwhile, you're over there having a nervous mental breakdown, right? Like, oh my god, somebody kidnapped Lois. Where is my moisturizer at? Y'all, good morning. I used my, my Instapot yesterday. Hey, will you grab my lashes in the bathroom, please? I left them up on the sink after I washed them. Y'all, I'm so stupid. I've never used one before, and so I'm so stupid. Four times. I finally was able to cook it. So, what happened was I was making a roast with the vegetables in it, and I like followed this guy's, he even did a freaking YouTube video, and I still was stupid that I just couldn't follow it. So anyway, so the thing kept saying it was burning. I'm like, why is it burning? Because, yeah, so I finally figured it out. Because he like poured broth in his thing, and I'm like, I'm not making gravy because nobody here eats gravy on their roast, so I wasn't gonna make gravy. But he poured broth into the pot. Now I realize that you have to have freaking water in the pot. I'm just like, durr, stupid. Finally figured it out. So after the fourth try, I was like, what am I doing wrong? Why does it keep saying burn, burn, burn? And it tells you, like, lady, you're burning your dinner. It tells you, and it shuts off. So. Aw, you guys. I love you guys. Yeah, so finally, but man, it was such a good roast. It was so tender, it just like fell apart. Like it was a pork roast too. So I'm thinking today that what's left over we can totally use in the Instapot thing. I've made it in the oven, and it takes you like half the day to cook it, like literally 12 hours. It's just crazy because with my size family, we have to have a huge roast. So, but Crystal and Snow went in half and bought me an 8-quart pressure cooker. So I used it for the first time yesterday, and I was just like, what am I doing wrong? It's like, oh. But I finally figured it out. It needs some kind of water so it doesn't burn. Duh. Like, I read some of the tips in there. It didn't say, hey, make sure you put water in it or you're going to burn your stuff, lady. Like, no. But yeah, we figured it out. What did the school say yesterday? Oh, that's what y'all really came here for, huh? Y'all want to know the drama. Y'all just think I'm just a regular old drama channel now. Okay, so what happened yesterday was I got off live and I went straight to the bus stop. So we get to the bus stop, and this is what I see. Little boy, he's sitting up on the brick wall, and he's waiting for the bus stop to come. Tasha said, that's him. That's him. Yeah, I didn't have time yesterday to start it in the morning, so I am next time going to try that. I used a simmer, like you can saute stuff. So the video said, saute your stuff in there first, saute your meat, then throw a little bit of butter in there and scrape up all the stuff in the bottom with the butter, which I did all of that. And then it says, saute your onions in there, and I did all that. You want all the tea, huh? So I did all that. Anyway, okay, so back to my story. So I get there, he's there. Tasha's like, that's him. And I was like, that's him? Yep, that's him. Matthew says, yep, that's him. Like, all right. But I look, and on the other side of the stop sign, like across the street, there's a red truck with a work trailer behind it with some like lawn mowing equipment, like a lawn service or whatever. There's a guy sitting there. He's looking at me. What's up with that? So I look. So it's like, okay, so that's across the street. That's where I parked. So the car was here, and I pull around him, and I park here. So if you walk across that street, this side, there's a stop sign. So this side of the stop sign, the little boy was sitting on the fence. But on this side of the stop sign was another girl, which was Tasha's friend, and her mom. So the guy sitting in the car was her stepdad. Okay? Now, mind you, this guy, the stepdad, he wasn't no little guy, okay? So I get out of the car, and immediately the lady's like, oh, you're having a problem too? I was like, yeah, you? She's like, yeah, this MF, she went off. I'm like, oh, okay. So I pull out my phone, I start getting my camera ready, because I just know this kid's not going to tell me his name. So I walk over there, and I ask him, I was like, what's your name? I don't speak English. I was like, no, you speak English. What's your name? I don't speak English. I said, if you don't tell me your name, I'm calling the police. And then he looked like he was getting frustrated. And so, like, and now it makes sense after talking to the people at the school. So he was pointing at my phone. I didn't know what that meant. Apparently, I guess, like, there's a translator on your phone. But, so the people in the office did say, yeah, like, he doesn't speak a whole lot of English. I'm like, but he knows enough English that he says this stuff. But check this out. So the stuff Tasha said, that's not where it all ends. So anyway, so I told him, I was like, you got some explaining to do and some apologizing to do. I said, do it now or I'm calling the police. And he didn't. So again, it was, I don't speak English. Fine. I said, I sat right there in front of him. I took his picture and then I called the police. The police said, we'll send somebody out there, whatever. So I gave him the address of the stop sign. Well, after I'm done talking to him, because he's a child, I'm not going to sit here and get in his face. I simply said he had an opportunity to apologize and tell me what went on, get his side of the story. He didn't do that, so I just left him alone. He looked like he was going to cry. He wasn't disrespectful or any of that. I walked over to the mom, and she said, oh, my husband was in his face. I mean, she's like, he laid into him. He's like, you know, she's like, and he had lost his temper so bad that he just went and sat in the car because he didn't want to put his hands on him. But he said that when they got there, like, the boy was, like, disrespectful and was, like, all in the guy's face and was, like, putting his hands in his face and stuff. And so that's when the dad got real mad and started going off and saying, you know, because apparently he told, you know what he told Tasha? Well, he told that girl, the other girl, that he was going to push her down in the bushes and rape her. And also said that she'd be sucking his you-know-what. And then he's making all kinds of, like, hand gestures and just nasty stuff. So, you know, I thought all this stuff happened at the bus stop. But they're telling me now, no, it happened on the bus. So, anyway, so I wasn't clear that this stuff happened on the bus. I thought that stuff happened when they got off the bus. So when I went to the school and I had spoken to the people in the office there, and they're like, oh, I can't believe he would do that. Oh, when the bus pulled up, I don't know, girl, I have no idea. But when the bus pulled up, I asked the bus driver, so you know this kid's name? And she knew exactly what was going on. She already knew because the kids told her. And anyway, so I was like, you know his name? Because I've called the police and we'll probably be going to the school because I can't keep him here. I'm not allowed to do that. He can go to school, but I've got the police on the way. So she gave me his name, and that's how I found out his name. So he got on the bus, he went to school. 30 minutes later, still no sign of the police. This other lady is like, look, we got lawns to mow. I gotta go. And I was like, listen, if you want to leave your daughter here for when the police come, she'll be here to be able to give a statement, whatever. They're like, okay. And I told her, I'll take her to school when I take my kids. Well, she waited a few more minutes, but I had called. I was like, listen, we got to go to work. These kids need to be in school. Like, when are you going to be here? They're like, we can't give you an ETA. And I was like, what? Exactly. I wanted to know the same thing. So, well, anyway, so I called the police back, said, look, where are you? And they're like, oh, we can't give you an ETA. And I said, well, just tell me if there's somebody on the way. Hey, girl. So, they said, oh, well, we don't have anybody to dispatch you. I said, so I could have been waiting here all day. I said, listen, I don't know what we have to do, but I got to go to the school. I said, hopefully there's an officer there that'll take the time to talk to us. So they said, okay, well, we'll go ahead and cancel this if that's what you want to do. I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do because I'm not going to wait here all day. I got to go to work. So we went to the school. I go in the office and the ladies in there was like, oh, I know him. She's like, he's new to this school. I was like, he is? She's like, yeah. She goes, I can't believe he would do something like that. Oh my gosh, like, he doesn't seem like, I was like, well, he is. Well, so they called the police officer in there. We stepped outside and talked. And you know, he's like, I'm a retired JSO officer. And he's like, I'm going to be real honest with you. He's like, the police aren't going to come to you if they have other important things to do. Not to say that this isn't important, but it's not something in progress. Like, there's not an action in progress. So if they get a call and there's a robbery going on or gunshots, like, they're going to go to that first. Or a car accident. So you might want to go home and call the police and wait for them, like, when you have time. So, anyway, I ended up getting home kind of late because I had to go to the grocery store, pick up Sophie. It was just, I had to get dinner done. I burned it 4 times before I actually was able to have dinner. It was just a mess. So, anyway, but the officer did say, if it happened off the bus, at the bus stop, there's nothing they can do about it. We do have to contact JSO. But if the stuff happened on the bus, that is school district, whatever, that he could suffer the consequences of the school district. And he did, we found out he punched Tasha in the arm that same day on the bus. So that's a battery charge, he said. Anyway, he said the stuff that he said, even though Tasha, the other girl, and my son, who had nothing to do with it but overheard everything, that's not enough witnesses for them to do anything. That they would need another person to have heard and seen everything. Louise. Yes. Didn't burn the meat. I burned the onions and stuff in the bottom, and then I took all that out. And then I didn't want to put the meat directly on the pan, so I had the little like wire rack in there and put the meat on top of that. But it turned out so freaking good. It was so good. Right, Kathy? Yeah. I think he's all talk. This kid was gonna cry. I mean, you should have seen his face. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna cry. He didn't know what to think. Well, so what they're gonna do is, because they had to write statements. They had to write statements. All the kids did. So they all wrote their statements, and so they took those, and they went to the bus service, and they're pulling the surveillance, and they're not going to be able to do anything until Tuesday. There's no school today. You have to wait for that to get sent to the school officer, Mr. Glines, and then he has to review it and tell the police what he saw before they can do anything. So all the while, this same boy is going to be going to school. There's no school today. Is there school on Monday? Oh, she's done gone. There's no school today. There's planning day. I think so. Yeah, and he seems to be the only other kid at the bus stop besides my two and the little girl that, that he said that stuff to. So, yeah, crazy, huh? But I'll keep you guys updated. I do want to update you on something really awesome. I've been keeping tabs on how much money was donated to Isaiah's family, and so far we are sitting at $687 total, and $180 of that is to sponsor her little girls to play basketball, so they'll at least have some kind of normalcy. I'll tell you the importance of sponsoring these two little girls that play basketball, and this is what their mom said. She said that Isaiah loved to play sports, and he loved to play basketball, and he wanted to play basketball too. When that came around, that was the next thing to come up after soccer. They're already registering for basketball and cheer. And she said, I wanted his little sister to experience what Isaiah got to do, and that was play basketball. I was just floored because, she's having to pay for this funeral service, and she didn't even have the money really to pay for them to play soccer, and she was making payments on that. So, guys, thank you so much. I tell you thank you like it was my kid. I can't thank you enough. It just means so much. You guys don't know how much that means. All the donations you guys made and the auctions and stuff. Yeah. I know. I'm not gonna go to jail over some smuck that can't no. Yes, it was. Eat you some. She fell asleep before dinner was done. Oh, okay.
And then we had a party after school.
She did.
Yeah, I did. DJ.
Oh, okay. They said we're supposed to have a cold front coming through, yeah. It's still gonna get up to 88 tomorrow. Cold front. Where? I'm waiting ready for that 40-degree weather. Bring it on. Like where? I could have been doing my makeup this whole time. You guys are probably bored to tears. You're like, girl, it's going to be a 5-hour video. Yeah, and you know what? That little girl, I talked to her in the car, right? Because, okay, her mama, she's white. The little girl's white. Her mama's white, but her daddy's black. And she told me, she's like, that's my stepdad. She said, my real dad left me 5 years ago. And she said, this guy, he's been in my life for 6 years, and he's just taken care of me this whole time, and he loves me. I'm like, oh, that is so sweet. He was all daddy bear on this boy. Y'all should have seen him. That was his baby girl. We have rain in the... Oh, goodness. Get out, Shelly. That sucks. Yay, Louise! That's awesome. Going down to 50 Monday night. Bring it on. I'm so ready. Yes. I'm ready. These spots usually aren't so red, but I like scrub the crap out of them with my clay cleanser. It really has been helping. Good morning, Ellie. Oh, I gave a beauty blender to one of my clients. Gave it to her so she could try it out because she doesn't have anything at Exactly, Crystal. Yeah. Exactly. So, yeah, but when she said dad, I was like, where? It's not your dad. I was like, that wasn't making any sense because they're like pale as pale. He's not sleeping. Tell them they need to turn that Xbox off and do dishes. They did not finish cleaning up last night. But yeah, so she was, you know, that girl, she's got blonde hair, blue eyes, and I'm like, when she said daddy, I was like, that ain't no daddy, girl. What's wrong with you? She's like, it's my stepdad. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But that don't say nothing because I have a friend who's got a mixed baby. She's blonde, and that baby don't look mixed at all. Oh, Shelly, I'm so sorry. That sucks, Shelly. I'm sorry. Aw. I got a cousin. He's Filipino, so he looks like me. You know, he's well, he's like me. You know, our moms are mixed, and you know, Italian, Irish, Native American. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. Our dads are Filipino. Well, he's married to a woman. She's Puerto Rican, full-blooded Puerto Rican. Okay, they both look like me. Dark hair, dark skin, dark eyes. That baby came out pale as a ghost with blonde hair and blue eyes. Like, where did she come from? I mean, blonde hair. Girl. And Joe used to pick, he was like, that ain't his baby, that ain't his baby. And then Sophia came out pale skin with lighter hair. And he was like, asking the pediatrician, he was like, how do two people with brown hair have a baby with green eyes? And she was like, well, sir, does anybody in your family have green eyes? I was like, yeah, sir. Does anybody in your family have green eyes? He was like, my mom does. She's like, it's funny how genetics works, huh? That means that she deleted her comment. Milkman's baby. He's taking care of it, huh? Oh, you know what? I bet they're so pretty too. I want to see some pictures of your babies. Hey, you guys, I was talking to Yvonne yesterday. That's genetically impossible. No, ma'am, it's not. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm proof. I am proof. I got no green eyes, neither does Joe. Sophia came out pale skin, pale hair. She looked like the white part of our family. But yeah, so I was talking to Yvonne yesterday. Whenever Jasmine has this is a dormer. Yeah, okay, so whenever Jasmine has games, we're gonna be doing our makeup in the colors of her team. So on those days, y'all need to get ready. I need you guys to help me support her. We're going to tag Yvonne and tell Miss Jasmine that we're rooting for her. Yeah, it's not impossible. Exactly. Yes, it doesn't mean it's gone. I'll check out your Instagram. I will. Yeah, so we were doing, I was on the PTA board. Okay. So I was on the PTA board, and my friend Jennifer, she was the one. She was white. She was the type that would burn in the sun. She's so white. Yeah. Oh no, that's not a troll, Mom. You know her. You know Lawanda. She's always here. That wasn't one I deleted. She deleted it herself. So, oh, you mean? What? Yeah, I need to know what her team colors are. She hasn't got her uniform yet, I don't think. I think she just signed up. She made nationals, guys. Nationals. Nationals. Like, go her, right? Blonde hair. I bet they're adorable. I love me some curly hair, too. I wish my babies came out with curly hair. And Joe has curly hair. I was kind of sad that none of them had curly hair. Sophia was the closest to curly we got. Lily had some curly hair when she was little. Hey, Lily. Lily, did you only order 1 cup? Tasha brought me yours. Because I said, listen, I got to mail Lily stuff off. And she said, Lawanda should make sure you weren't a troll. Because that's what I usually do. I usually delete the nasty comments. But yeah, so that's what she made. I was like, didn't she ask for 2 cups? And she goes, no, just 1. I just want to make sure. I didn't know Aunt Ann was born with blonde hair. I knew she had blue eyes. My Aunt Ann was pretty. She had some blue eyes and dark, dark hair. Yes, I am going to the post office today. Yes, oh, I gotta send you an invoice for shipping, don't I? Why don't you just come watch Sophia play soccer in the morning? Help root her on. The 350. Oh yeah, did I already send that to you? See, girl, I have a list, a running list, because I can't remember stuff. I got too much going on in this brain at all times. What happened at the school? What didn't happen? I kind of was feeling like they were calling my kids liars, and when he said, "Oh, we need another witness," I'm like, so you literally have to have like other people. Blue jean, blue eyes. That sounds so pretty. So the little boy was at the bus stop, Allie, and he looked like he was about to cry because another parent was there because he was doing it to another girl too. And so they cursed him out before I ever got there. And anyway, so I told him that I was going to call the police if he didn't answer my questions, and then he told me he didn't speak English, so no answers, no questions got answered. And I got his name. He got on the bus and went to school. I got his name and went to the school, and I took his picture too, so I showed them who he was. Thank you, Louise. Yes, I only got six thumbs ups, but there's like 16 of you guys. But yeah, so they're gonna have to review the footage off of the bus, because apparently he also punched Tasha in the arm. And so once they review the footage, then they're going to I guess take action or whatever they call it. So I don't know what that means. I do know that he looked like he was gonna cry, and he was nice to Tasha yesterday after all that. Wasn't he, Tasha? Tell him what he did. Come here. Because I was like, because Tasha said he's in a couple of Matthew's classes. Tasha, tell him what happened yesterday. Your interaction with him.
The boy was playing around with me, one of my friends, and he had gotten my book and some of my stuff fell out my binder and out of my folder. He had grabbed it and gave it to me.
So the little boy that said, we do have anti-bullying laws, yes. So yeah, he gave her back her paperwork. He handed it back to her, all nice like. I told him he was disgusting. I said, that's just, you're disgusting. And I told him exactly how I felt. I asked him why he thought, and I don't know if he understood me. I think he did understand me. But I asked him, I asked him what makes him think that he can talk to people the way he did. And I said, where are you learning this stuff from? Exactly, because he don't even speak the language, girl. So like, really? Where did you learn that? He claims he don't speak the language, but you know. Really? Come on. I think so too. I don't know which house he lives in. Which one? You'll have to show me which one. I want to go talk to his parents.
It was the one probably the bushes or the one that's next door.
They said, the kid says, I said, which house did he come out of? They said, I only seen him come out the bushes. I said, well, he don't live in the bushes. Exactly, Yvonne. That's what I said too.
There's bushes surrounding his house.
Okay.
Or that one or the next one.
He knew enough English to say the nasty things that he said. Yeah. Exactly, Allie. Yes. Yeah. Oh, what he said to Tasha wasn't all he said. He told the other girl, and it's not like she's right here, but she heard it too because she already heard it. He done said it in front of her, but he told the other girl he was gonna push her down in the bushes and rape her, and then he said that she was gonna suck his. You know what? She was going to do it. He said, "You're going to me and you." He was saying me and you, and he starts doing these hand gestures. And she's big. She's like tall. Oh my gosh. I was like, girl, you gonna put up with that? I said, you might as well just took him. I said, between you and my two kids, one of y'all could hold him down while the other two kicked him. Come on. I know. I said, he don't live in the bushes. Which else is it? Exactly. Huh?
Harmony was saying that she was gonna be the pet.
Well, her parents gave her permission. I was right there when they said that, so I wouldn't doubt it.
I was gonna hit him. I was gonna jump in too.
You know, no, I wouldn't necessarily know more because listen, the police are involved at this point, so.
I know.
But you should have told me that he had hit you. I shouldn't have heard that from Harmony. What about the girl that was pulling your hair? She still?
Stopped.
Okay. Did you tell her? What'd you tell her?
Don't stop pulling my hair. If we don't, then I'm gonna call her mom and she's gonna come to school.
Okay, good. You know, I had to deal with some bullying 3 years ago in that school, 2 or 3 years ago with Nicholas. These boys, these boys were like tripping him in the cafeteria and making him drop all his food. They were literally picking his food up and throwing it, you know, and like squeezing his milk all in his lap. I mean, it was just disgusting. And then the final straw was they took and whopped him in the back of the head. And it was right after he had one of those scans done on his head, and they found this cyst in the back. It was just a fluid-filled cyst, but they wanted to keep an eye on it. They said keep an eye on it. They said it's very common. A lot of people have it. But with that boy whopping him in the back of the head, can you imagine if they made it explode or whatever? So I was mad. I went to the school and I told them I was not leaving until I spoke to the principal. They weren't going to let me talk to the principal. Oh, it's testing day, blah, blah, blah. I said, I don't care if it's testing. I said, and furthermore, if you don't let me talk to the principal, I'm not leaving my kid here because it's not safe. They ended up getting the principal. So I sat down. We ended up having a conference. I had a conference with the two boys, their parents, not the boys, but the two parents, the counselors, the principal, the security officer, everybody. And I told him, I was like, you know what? Because I guess that kid was, well, one that hit him was going through a lot of like issues. You know, he was in counseling already, and they weren't paying attention. They don't pay attention, girl. They do it when nobody's looking and all that. Anyway, so he goes, You know what the parents of the kid that did the hitting that has all these issues, you know what they said? Why am I just now hearing about this? If it's been going on for some time, why am I just now hearing about this? Like, because my kid didn't want to tell on your kid? You ever think about that? And then, because he didn't, he's like, I don't want to be a snitch, is what he said. And so, I'm like, you're not grasping what's going on here. Your kid could potentially go to prison for murder if he hits my kid just right in the head. Do you not understand that? And she's blaming it on the staff. The mom was blaming, and she was Navy. She's a Navy mom. She had on a Navy shirt. Okay, she's military. And instead of thinking, I need to hold my kid accountable, oh, we got a troll. Okay. Goodbye, troll. Anyway, so, yeah, so it's a person that gets on your videos and just is like, makes fun of you, tries to make you mad. So yeah, so instead of her trying to like hold herself and her child accountable, she's trying to blame it on the staff, like they're supposed to watch. Listen, dude, your kid's in 6th, 7th grade and he's supposed to be in like 10th. Okay. Like obviously there's something going on here. Like they didn't even bother to acknowledge the fact that this kid was huge. He was bigger than me. Yeah. Oh no, they knew he was an innocent. And that's the thing, is they're making excuses for his issues. Like instead of them addressing the fact that nobody should have to sit by his side at that age and say, are you making good decisions? Do you think that that's nice? Like we shouldn't have to do that at that age. I mean, the kid was like 14. Nicholas was like 11. And Nicholas he looks like Mowgli. I'm not gonna lie, my kid looks like he never eats. He is so freaking skinny. You know, and he can eat. He eats a lot. He just doesn't gain a single pound. He looks like the guy from Nacho Libre, El Skeleton Girl. That's what he looks like. You know, I mean, to the point where Joe and I were making dinner one night. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, the crazy thing is that, like I said, they just weren't grasping that the change didn't need to happen with everyone else. The change needed to happen in her own home. Now, the other parent of the other little boy, the dad, he was there. He apologized to me personally. He turned to me and apologized for his son's behavior. Said that he would be handling it. He said, we go to church, I play in my band. He goes, my kid knows, like, we don't act like that. Like, he's like, I do sincerely apologize. And he was very nice. I mean, the way the other parents should have been. You know, we were dismissed, me and him. And the other two parents of the other boy, they made them stay. Yes, it was that bad. They made them stay.
I weigh 72.6 pounds.
What?
I weigh 72.6.
Did you eat something? Go eat you some breakfast. Go eat some breakfast. Tell everybody they need to eat breakfast. Get that out of the way so they're not eating all day. Because while I'm at work, y'all ain't going to be sitting here eating all day. They're already up, so they might as well eat.
Not everybody.
My mom she chases down trolls. You're so crazy, Mom. They don't all use the same name on Facebook as they do on YouTube. Like my name isn't Slay and Pray with Lois on Facebook. So, girl, they will eat the walls if you leave them alone long enough. It's crazy. This choker's gonna drive me crazy. I already know. I'm gonna have to take it off. It's gonna make me itchy. I feel like I'm restrained. Trying to be cute. I need to hurry up. I'm taking forever. I need to meet up with, I need to meet up with the mom today of the little boy. So I spoke to her yesterday, and she said that they're, what was she doing? She was writing his eulogy yesterday. I can't imagine writing a freaking eulogy for my 7-year-old. Man. What did he say? Make sure you have a towel for your makeup. Do you want to, Amanda, do you want to give me the name, or you want to just not give me the name? Either way is fine. I can just say Amanda's friend. Okay. Yes. What? Hold on, let me take this from this real quick. Why are y'all leaving pencils on the floor in the first place? That dog eats everything. Everything. And the people that broke into your house, let's pray that they just love the TV because they're going to get busted. Andrea, how are you doing? What are you doing?
I was just trying to pick him up and he was like,
Good morning, Aaron. How are you? You found me. How are you? I'm doing good, Andrea. So, have you been staying off that leg? Listen, I understand that you got yourself a mechanical leg. It is. Crystal got that for me. It's a Real Techniques one. But, see, here's the Real Techniques symbol. Can you see that? But, you're still supposed to be resting. That don't mean you get out on it every chance you get. Okay? Andrea's like, ain't nothing gonna keep me down, honey. Not no broken leg, not no nothing. I know it ain't broke. She had surgery. He's making fun of some Indians dancing to music. That's terrible. I know she does. You're going to Michigan after you just had surgery? What is wrong with you? I hope someone's at least driving you. Isn't that your right foot? Maybe we should report his channel. Andrea. You're in the back seat. Okay. Well, who's driving you? Hey, Pam. How are you, girl? Hey, you know, Snow said that there's a powwow that she's going to be going to really soon, and she says it's close to Crystal's house. Oh, no. Which powwow was that? Some of them are hit or miss. I can tell you which one's not to get, girl. Just ask me. Don't get the ones that are in the black cases. Like those solid black cases. Like the top and the bottom's black. Don't get those. You are? You're going to go with her? I know she was telling me about it yesterday. And I know she's really excited. She says it's going to be nice. Nice. Andrea, you should go with them. Andrea loves powwows. The Reloaded. I love the Reloaded palettes. Which one did you get? You're living. Aww. I'm gonna go to one day. It looks like the energy in those places are so high. Like you get there, it makes you want to get up. Girl, y'all gonna see me up there start dancing with them. I'll be running out there onto the field. Y'all be like, Lois, where you going? Come back here. Lois, they're gonna arrest you. Like, I feel it, girl. Feel it. You can? You can get out there with them? No, you can't. I would totally just... People would laugh at me. They're like, what is this fool doing? What is she doing? Is she twerking? Girl! That ain't part of tribal dance. And no, that's what I was thinking. Just listen to the music. It feels the sound, like you can feel it. Just like... Okay, so somebody shared... who was it? Was it you, Andrea, that shared the group of Samoan guys that were dancing? I can't remember who it was, but man, they're freaking good. Like, every single one of them was on beat. There was a bunch of them, too. So many of them. And they were just, everybody was, like, perfect in sync. It was crazy. Like, I watched the whole thing. It was long. It was long, girl. Really? Well, Andrea makes jewelry, just so you know. She makes some really nice stuff. In case you want to buy some straight from somebody that you know. Just gonna throw that, like, little advertisement out there for Andrea. Is Becky here? Becky! Did I miss her? Where'd she go? I didn't see her. Oh my gosh, they are so good. The Samoan dancers. I mean, I'm completely impressed, for real. Even when they're sitting down, they're like sitting down and they're like rocking their knees up and down, and then they all of a sudden just start clapping like up. Oh my gosh, I'm like, you guys are awesome. Freaking awesome. Makes you want to just go there. I'm going there one day. I'm gonna watch these guys in person. You know, my niece does like hula dancing. She does it like they have a group and they do competitions and they perform for like people pay them to perform. And she's 16 now, or she'll be 16 in December. Tasha, did you eat breakfast? What did you eat that fast?
I had a whole bunch of roast and a whole bunch of potatoes and carrots.
Did you warm it up?
Yeah.
Or did you swallow it whole? What the heck?
It was delicious.
I can't move my hips either. Oh, Crystal, do you have a video of that?
Good morning. A lot outside our downtown Tower Camera. Perfect to mostly cloudy skies as we start off on Friday. We've had a few showers along the coast, especially through St. John's County with an onshore wind. Still breezy through 10 o'clock at 76, 80 degrees by lunchtime. This afternoon, partly cloudy with a breeze still high at 85 degrees.
Okay, yeah, send me the link. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Cooler and breezy conditions by Monday. High only 73 during the Jackson. For this and walking 60 hours throughout Jackson, with a cool
Was the roast good? Did you like it? It was yummy, huh? Huh? There's what under your nose? His paw. His paw. I thought you said there's pot under my nose. I was like, what? What in the heck? You're gonna have to explain that to me. Sorry. Know y'all in middle school. You never know. These kids, they're sharing stuff. Oh, goodness. I don't want to drive to St. Augustine today. Every time I go to St. Augustine, I always think about the guy in the car when I wore the purple. Oh, gosh, because that's where I was going that day. No, ma'am, I didn't. I did not. I haven't been back to that store. Alright, I'm going to use the one for... Exactly. No, I ain't wearing no purple today, girl. Woo, hey, Kathy. No, ma'am. I'd be asking for trouble. Like a replay of that day. Oh, my goodness. She is.
Good morning, Grandma.
Are you leaving us, Kathy? Oh, Pamela, you haven't heard the story about my purple. I'm not allowed to wear purple anymore. I have been banned from the purple makeup community. Yeah, I'm not allowed to wear purple. She said, good morning, baby. Yeah. Because it drives the men's crazy, apparently. Oh my gosh, I think I've told this story so many times. Okay, so one day I was asked to do this I posted a picture on Instagram and I didn't go live that day. It was all purple, like purple lips, purple eyeshadow, everything was purple. And they loved it so much. They're like, can you do this look live for us? I'm like, sure. So I did the look live. As soon as I got off the video, I went to take the kids to school and head off to work. And when I was on the getting onto the interstate, there was a car passing me. There's a guy in it. You're okay. I think everybody kind of likes hearing it because it just makes their day. They're like, Lois is an attraction for crazy people. Anyway, so I'm getting on the interstate and a car's about to pass. You know, it's in the center lane. There's 3 lanes going in that direction. So he's in the center lane. He's about to pass me, but when he sees me, he like slams the brake and gets right beside me. So we're going the same speed at this point. And he has this like disgusting grin on his face, like, I'm like, oh, weird. So I hold my hand up where you can see my wedding ring. That didn't deter him any because he kept following me. And anyway, so he, after I wasn't paying him no attention, he kind of stayed on my left side, but it was where I could only see the front end of his car. It keeps freezing. Okay, so he was on my left side. I could only see like the front end of the car, like he was in my blind spot. So anyway, he stayed there for a while, and I tried my best to ignore him, but as soon as we got to, I was getting off that interstate and getting onto another one. There's only one lane going in that direction, and I thought for sure I was going to lose this guy once I got to that. He slammed his brake, and he got behind me. Hey! So he slammed his brake and got behind me, and he kind of boxed me in again, and it was kind of frustrating because, like, I'm trying to get to work. There was a semi in front of me, and they weren't going speed limit, and so he was back on my left side again, so it was like boxing me in. And so I looked over because he'd already followed me all the way from one interstate onto the other, and I'm like, for sure this guy's got somewhere to go. So I look over, and he's going ham in there, in the car, driving. Oh, like he's looking at me through, I guess, my passenger mirror. My side mirror. It had to have been. There ain't no way that he could have seen me. But when he realized that I was looking at him, he slammed his brake and got behind me and got off on the next exit. But that was nasty. Oh my gosh. But that's the day I found out that wearing purple was not allowed for me anymore. I'm not allowed to wear purple anymore. People told me I needed to like scrape it all out of my eyeshadow palettes. Not allowed to wear purple. Yes. So if you see any of my videos that say hide your husbands, that's what I'm talking about. Just being funny, but yeah. Hide your husbands, we're doing purple today. Hey Arabella. Yeah. Listen, that's not the only time I did another look doing purple. I had purple lipstick on. I didn't even get off the video yet, and I was getting some message on Messenger from some guy over across seas, I guess in Saudi Arabia, and he's trying to ask me how much. I'm like, for real? He was like, he tried to make it sound like he wanted to buy the makeup. They are perverted, girl. It's nasty. So he said he wanted to buy makeup, and I sent him my website link. Well, then he was like, can you pull over for 1 hour? And I'm like, oh, no. I had to block that guy. Joe said, give me that purple lipstick. I'll call him back. Because he was like flashing money at me and stuff. Because at first he like video called me, and I thought, well, that's weird. I didn't accept it. And he was like, how much? And I was like, that's disgusting. I'm going to report you. He said, no, for the makeup. And I thought, okay, well, maybe this guy he's just not good with English or whatever. So maybe he was being genuine and wanted to buy makeup. So then he he video called me, which was weird, but he like was holding up $500 bills, but they were Saudi money. And I was like, I can't use that. You're going to have to pay with your credit card. I said, here's my website link. I got to go. I'm driving. I'm taking my kids to school. And so anyway, so then he sent me a message back. Can you just pull over for 1 hour? I'm so, you know what, or whatever. And I'm like, oh no. So then Joe was like, give me that purple lipstick. I'll call him back. He picks on me sometimes. If he sees me wearing purple lipstick, he's like, uh-huh. He said only the freaks wear purple. He's a trip. Hey. Yeah, because you wear purple all the time. Pamela. People with fetishes, huh? Andrew's like, I find that to be true. I find that to be true. About the people with purple. I can vouch for that statement.
event in 2014. Hundreds of servicemen and women around the world. It's one of 76 engagements Prince Harry and Meghan are expected to
16 different accounts. Are you sure it's the same person, Mom?
Australia, Fiji, Tonga, and New Zealand.
Mom, you're still looking for him. I wouldn't worry about it. You can report the profiles, though, as being fake. Bye, girl. Have a good day. Alright. Need to do some eyebrows. Eyebrows. Alright, y'all know it's eyebrow time, so I can't talk and do brows at the same time. Oh, they're the same. I would report him. All of the profiles. Alright, so I'm doing brows. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Y'all know I can't do this stuff dries too fast. I can't talk and do brows at the same time. I can talk, I just can't read and do brows. Thank you guys to the ones that did the green looks for Isaiah a couple of days ago. If you do any more, send me a picture so when I go to see her this afternoon, I'll be able to show her the love and support that our morning crew has for her and her family. I didn't know, but one of our friends from church was the one that pulled him out of the water. It just so happened that he was there with his family celebrating a birthday party right next to them. There's 2 pool parties going on over there. I guess I don't know if there's 2 pools or what, but I just know that there was 2 parties going on next to each other. And so he was there, and so my friend's husband from church, he pulled him out of the water and they were trying to do CPR on him. I hope that she comes to church with us now. She's kind of been back and forth, and she said the church she was going to didn't feel like home. And I know that feeling, like, you know, you go somewhere and you don't feel. She's like, you know, they don't really. I don't know. She's like, it just doesn't feel like home. So maybe this is a sign. You know, one of our people was there when it happened, and you know, our kids play Upward at our church, play sports there already. She did VBS at our church with her kids, and you know, our family, we volunteer. Our whole family volunteers. If you're not participating in the program because you're young enough, then you are volunteering in the program. We want our kids to understand that serving in your church is important. That way when they're older, they're not going to be like lazy adults that don't want to be involved. They just want to go there on Sunday and look good, you know what I mean? Like you need to be involved. The churches are run on volunteers for a lot of the programs that they have. We do it for the love of our community and our love of Christ, you know? So this brush is not as good as my regular brush. I don't know why I keep using this brush. So I don't want to dig out my other one probably. I need to go bigger. We're talking about a kid that drowned. Jose. It's really not a funny situation at all. He's 7 years old. It's actually quite sad. Yes, ma'am.
I heard that yesterday, one of the soccer players on my team, his friend, Nathan, his little brother that was 7 years old died. But he didn't say how. He died.
I think he was just being funny. That's really not anything to joke about. It's kind of sad. But the mom was crying. She's like, she didn't realize that so many people cared. She was just so overwhelmed. So overwhelmed. I wonder if she'd be willing to do a little recording or a live video with you guys. I hate to ask her to do that. I just want you guys to meet her. I just don't think it's a good time, you know. It's like the reason to meet her because I want you guys to see who she is, but I don't want to be like, let's put a camera in your face. She probably had some of that already, you know? That's true. That's true. In bed. She's in bed. Well, Jose, if you want to donate to this family that don't have the money to bury their little 7-year-old son on Sunday, let me know. I'll just need your email address and I can send you an invoice and you can donate to them. They're going to be burying him in Orlando, or I can find out what funeral home and you can send it straight to them. She said she didn't realize that at 7 years old he touched so many people. She had me crying on the phone, and she was like so thankful that I had reached out to her. She said she feels like she's so alone. So alone. Yeah, I think Jose jumped in the middle of the conversation and didn't really know what was going on. So he sounds like he's being a little more lighthearted about it. Thank you, Jose. Yeah, he was a little boy. See, my husband and I at our church, we head up the soccer program there, and he and his two sisters play soccer. His little sister is on our daughter's team, and well, he drowned in a pool party on Saturday. Which is just tragic. I mean, I couldn't imagine having to when I talked to her yesterday, because I was trying to meet up with her to give her the money that I already had raised for her, and she said that she was writing his eulogy and she needed to call me back. And I was just like, oh, gosh, that like really grabbed at my heart. And I was like, of course you can call me back anytime. Anytime. But I've got her address, so I'm gonna head over there. I'm gonna give her cash. Actually, I probably should do it in a check to show that it was a donation taken out of my account and not just like random money, huh? I know she works, so she has a bank account to be able to cash it. I'm just thinking out loud. Sorry, guys. I'm just thinking out loud. I feel like I need to conceal a little part of that brow. It's driving me crazy. But if you want to look up the article, Jose, if you are wanting to donate on Sunday, his name is Nyzaiah, Nyzaiah. I can get a cashier's check and have it written out to her. I need to get concealer. I need to find my brush. My brush. And that happened on Saturday. It was in Jacksonville, Florida. So if you really want to see like who it was, if you're interested. You know, I haven't seen any articles where they actually interviewed her. But I do know that DCF has been out there because they have to do their job. And that is part of their job, having to, like, interview the family. But she said they were really nice to her, so I'm glad they were nice to her.
Vanished just one day before his 6th wedding anniversary. He met his wife Denise at North Florida Christian High School. He was a football player, she was a cheerleader.
There they were, this like seemingly very perfect couple with this very promising life.
I don't know why, but that made me feel so much better. I don't know why. We're going to go ahead and pray, guys. So we'll just bow your heads. We're going to just pray. If you guys are in the surrounding areas and you want to go to the funeral, let me know and I can give you the information as soon as I get it. But I told her I'm going to try to go to this funeral and I'm going to go see Yvonne when I go. So. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pray. Just bow your head. Lord, we come to you this morning. I want to thank you so much just for each and every person that is here, God. I know it's not a mistake that you put these people on my path, God. And Lord, I thank you just so much for the time that they give to me in the mornings, just for watching my videos, Lord. And they're here for prayer, or they're here for makeup, or just a conversation. God, thank you so much just for the ability to have internet, to be able to share these types of stories, to share our lives with one another. And God, thank you so much just for makeup that has brought us together. Lord, we have so many prayer requests right now, and Lord, I can't, my heart just goes out. I can't pray enough for this family that lost their 7-year-old son, Lord. I just pray that you just touch this family. Just wrap your arms around them right now in this time of mourning and let them know that they'll be reunited one day, because I know that he believed in God, he believed in Christ, and Lord, he's in heaven with you right now. And they're going to be reunited one day, Lord. And just I pray that they're able to rejoice in his life at this moment, and even in this hard time, that they're able to see that there's light and it's not all darkness. God, I also want to pray for Amanda's friend. It's an unspoken prayer request. God, you know what's going on in that situation. I don't know what's going on, but you do. Lord, you know what needs to happen, and I just pray that you make yourself known to them, that you're in control of the situation, and that they don't have to worry, that they can trust you. Also for the little boy at my kids' bus stop who feels the need to say disgusting sexual things to other people, Lord, I pray that this little boy learned a lesson yesterday. I pray that he changes his mind. God, I just pray that you work in his life and show him right from wrong, and that he can be a better person than what he is. Lord, I want to pray for Karina's family who is going through something right now. And Lord, I just pray that this family can get on their feet. I pray that they can find jobs and they're able to supply for their family, Lord, their children. I also want to pray for Nikila. She is Isaiah's mom. Lord, I'm going to see her today. So I just pray, number one, that she has the time to see me today so I can give her these donations, Lord. And I just pray that I have the words to say to her when I get there, because I don't know what to say, but God, I just pray that you give me those words. And also for Shelly's grandmother, I just prayed for healing for her. She's going to be in the hospital for a couple of very long weeks. Lord, just be with the doctors, get her fixed, and get out there and play her cards. And God, for the people that broke into Shelly's house, Lord, I pray for justice to be done in that situation, and that they get their items returned back to them. We love you and we praise you for everything you do. In Jesus' name, amen. Sorry, I had to look up, make sure my video didn't get cut out, because y'all know YouTube always glitches in my prayer. Sorry. I'm like looking up, like, is it still on? Michelle, how are you? Alright, we're going to do eyes. So, I'm going to pull the picture Yvonne sent me. Yvonne sent me. Okay. come in. It's loading. It's taking forever. It says I need to update Messenger, but come on. Is it really gonna do that to me? Somebody send me a message on Messenger so I can pull it up on the screen because I don't want to exit out the video to do that. Hey Snow! Okay, I'll zoom in. Can't drive. Yeah, what kind of puppies? Okay, here we go. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Hey Christine! Good morning! Okay, Avon. I gotta look at the picture. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so it's like a deep berry colored crease with black on the outer edges and gold right in the center with an ombre lip, so it's a deep berry on the outside with like a hot pink in the center. Ooh, it's so sexy. Okay. Here we go. Hey, Katie. Yeah, what kind of puppies we talking, Missy? What kind of puppies? The update on the school. So they aren't going to do anything until Tuesday. They have to pull the footage from the bus where everything took place. And as soon as they do that, they'll be able to... Crystal. So as soon as they do that, they'll be able to take action. But the little boy, I saw him yesterday, and he was going to cry. Because the parents of another girl were up there, and they laid into him before I saw him. I don't think so. Why would I take you to school? Why? What's going on Monday? I don't need to. I think the message came across pretty strong and clear. I wonder if he went home and told his parents, or if the schools contacted his parents. Alright, so we're going to go in the crease with a light brush. So I'm going to go in first with, there's like a pinky colored nude. It's like a pinkish nude. We're going to go in. Let me zoom you in. Let me zoom you in. Oh. I know I wasn't able to pull it up because it said I needed to update Messenger on this other phone. It's taking forever. So I'm going to lightly brush this into the crease. I'm using the Modern Mattes palette right now, the BH Cosmetics. It was just happened to be sitting up here, so I was like, I'm going to use that. Thank you, Jose. That was really nice of them. Okay, so I'm not bringing it completely down. This is just going to be like the top portion, and this is going to help me to blend the purple. That is that dark berry color that is going to be in the crease. So I'm basically just laying that out. We were talking about the little boy that an Isaiah, and how I was collecting donations for that, and he said I only do donations on Sundays, and everybody laid into him because it sounded like he was being funny, and it just wasn't the moment for that. But then he explained that that was the only time he had time to do donations because he was very busy during the week. But he did say that he was gonna leave a comment so he could donate. That's really nice of him. This is the first time that we've seen him, so for him to want to help us, that would be great. On his end, that was nice. The guys don't usually do much with us. Okay, so I got that blended and buffed out. This phone still thinks it's thinking. I don't understand what's taking it so long. It says it's connected. Let me disconnect it. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up the picture for you guys. Alright. Close out all these windows. Google Play. It's like not connecting. I don't understand what's going on. Sorry guys, I'm trying to pull the picture up for you guys. Forget about it. Alright. Messenger. Okay, let's update this. Where is it? Update, there it is. Update. Update. Right there. Okay. So while that updates, so I can finally pull the picture up. Goodness, that's a lot of drama. Okay, so I'm gonna I actually want to take that same brush. It's kind of fluffy and it lays off a little bit of product and it's not super heavy. So I'm gonna use the same brush, but this time I'm gonna go in with it's a really pretty berry color. We're gonna go in with that, and it'll get deeper as we get further down. So I'm gonna take that and just kind of buff that in a little bit lower than what I was already in. I kind of feel like I need a red color in here too, so I'm gonna try that. I need to look up in my palettes and find that red color. It's like a burgundy type. To the Keys! Swing by here and pick me up and we can take all my makeup. You can leave your stuff at home. Okay. Yeah, I need a burgundy color, which I do not have in here, so is this done updating or what? Let's see. Hold on. I got this one picked up. Hold up. Yvonne. There it is. Yeah. got it. Here it is. Load, load, load. Come on. There it is. Okay. See? How pretty is that? That's the one. Alright, I need. Let me pull out my eye magic. Actually, I wonder if I have that color. Let's see. It is pretty, isn't it? I was like, ooh, I want to do that color. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Alright, I'm looking. Just pull out my eye magic palette because I think I have the color in there. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to take a slightly smaller brush. Just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to use this one. Ooh, that picked up a lot of product. Okay. So this is more of a red, so we're really bringing in that berry color now. There it is. Hello. Where's my cup? Thank you. Can you see the palette? Okay, so first palette I was using is this one, which is the BH Cosmetics Modern Mattes. And now I'm using the iMagic palette. This is the 48 color palette. So I'm just building that color right now. Where did my picture go? There it is. My picture went away. Here it is. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna clean my brush off. I'm gonna buff out this edge right here. See how I'm just kind of like fading that into that lighter shade that was up there. So you have like a seamless blend right there. Seamless. If you guys watch John McClane, that's like his favorite word. Seamlessness. Holy crap, did you guys see Rich Lux's Louis Vuitton haul? I'm like, I'm gonna have a Louis Vuitton one day. I'm gonna have one. It's my initials. That's justified, right? I can't really justify spending that much money on a purse, but, you know. Yeah, it was a really good deal, Mom. Do you have one? I know, I was always like, these are my initials, I'm gonna have one day. And I don't want to go get a knockoff from like a flea market or nothing. That's not cool. I wonder why too. I don't know. Oh, you have to update that on Google, I think. You have to go to Google and put your picture up there. Alright, I'm cleaning off my brush. I'm going to go in and blend out these edges. You have to be mindful of the outside edge of your brush and where that is, because if I pull it over anymore, it's going to be like in my nose area, so you have to be mindful of the outside of your brush. Oh, you did? Alright, so, and it kind of looks like, the picture's a little blurry, but I can see a tad, just just a tad bit of purple in there. Just a little. Just a little bit. Okay. Alright, I'm looking for a brush. A particular one. I just need a little tiny bit of purple. I don't want to do too much. My makeup kit. She got one from the Ulta. The one from Ulta. Alright, what color purple do I want to do? I'm going to do this one. Just a little bit of purple. Not much. Not much. We're going to keep that kind of low. We're going to keep it on the low. Just a little bit. It had a lot of stuff in it for 15 bucks. Ulta always does those little kits, the little boxes or whatever. They have 2 of them right now you can get for $15. You can go to their website and they have them there. You can buy them in the store. Yeah, it's really pretty. The only problem I've had with those little kits is that the pigments in the eyeshadows aren't as pigmented as I'd like them to be. But it's worth the $15 for sure. I mean, it's got lipsticks and everything in it. Highlighters, bronzer, eyebrow powders. I'm lightly building this color because I don't want it to be super dark. So if I'm taking forever, that's why. Okay. And that's basically all the purple I'm trying to get. That's it. I can definitely take my time today. I don't have to take the girls to school. In the house I'm doing today only takes 4 hours, so. But it does take almost an hour to get out there. That's okay. I know, me too. I have a lot to do too. At home, I need to catch up on my laundry. Again, it's a never ending battle. Never ending. And then I have to do it. I'm gonna go by the post office before I head out to St. Augustine, but so I'm gonna mail some stuff. So this afternoon I'll be able to do another video. And I need to go see Nikila. That's gonna happen. Alright. So next I'm gonna take, this is where it gets tricky. So I'm going to take a pointed brush, like a pointed brush, okay? We're going to take black. I think it's got to be black. Very black. Like, super pigmented black, okay? Now, this is, you have to really pay attention. You have to go around. You're going out because you're going to use it, or you're going to use it because you're going out. So I'm going to go around the curve of my eye. So we're just going to stay right around the curve of my eye with this black. We're going to outline basically the lid. We're outlining the lid. And I don't really want to go above the lid all that much. I'm just going to stay right there. And basically you're just like, good morning. Yeah. Oh, Snow, did you hear that I messed up my dinner last night with that Instapot? Oh, thank you. Well, I almost messed it up. I'm gonna take that back. I didn't mess it up. I almost messed it up. It kept telling me it was burning stuff. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, Mom. Christian music for the babies. Aw, I love that. Alright, so I am gonna go all across the lid because when you put that gold on top of black, it looks so good. I know, that's the hard part, is just passing them over. How do you do that? It's like you have no heart. You just have to be careful with black eyeshadow because it is so easy to like mess up, and it's not very forgiving. And notice I didn't really blend it out above the lid. It's gonna stay that color. I'm not blending it. Oh, you're tired. I know. I know. I know the feeling. Ear candle. What? Did you just say, or did you really mean to say ear candle? What the heck is an ear candle? Please explain that. What is an ear candle, y'all? What? Get out. I have heard it all. What? Y'all got some crazy stuff. I've never heard of this stuff before. Oh my goodness, y'all are a trip. These old wives' tales. You're gonna see us all saving our pee now. You never know when you're gonna need a nice tall glass of pee. Huh. Mom, you want me to pee in your ear? If you're ever feeling bad, Mom, I'm gonna pee in your ear, okay? Stay still, Mom. Got it in your mouth. I don't think so. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, I'm gonna take that berry color. It has to be your own pee? That's not fun. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. Alright, I'm taking that berry color and we're just going right around here.
Instead of taking a lucrative job, he chose to serve, joining the Navy, volunteering for the work. And what he knew his downfall, he wants every kid to have the same opportunities he had. I want to know if the story is true, because Ron DeSantis is my guy. He's ready to serve his own.
Guess. You guys are so funny. Oh goodness. Mom's like, let's do it. It's a legit fear. I'm just blending out, buffing out the bottom right here.
Corporations just got over $6 billion in special tax breaks. But if you're a teacher, your salary has fallen to 45th in the nation.
I'm so excited. One of my homeowners, she's finally moving back into her house. She said, if my house ain't done by November 2nd, I'm moving in anyway. She's been out of her house for over a year.
The expanded career in skills
Over a year. When that storm come through last year, it had messed up her hardwood floors on the bottom floor, and she's had to redo all of them. So they were supposed to be handling that for her. 14 months later. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna use, I'm gonna mix a couple colors. You don't want no weird, we're not weirdos. I'll pee in your ear. You know me.
He was on his way to work when suddenly found himself zooming towards the planet at twice the speed of sound and 7 times the force of gravity. He was at the pointy end of a rocket headed to the internet.
What do you mean?
Station when it malfunctioned. For the weary
What does that mean, Andrea?
What does mean we have to proceed to gate agent. They have to check the valves.
Please explain.
The rest of the crews on the ground all while spinning like a vitamins. They and his Russian co-pilot Alexei Shilin knew what to do because they'd been practicing emergencies for 2 years. The hard, diligent non-flashy work to prepare them when something went wrong. They spoke in Russian as they training.
Oh, that's right. I was saying, what happened to Hank and Henry? What happened to him?
15 years ago.
Peony will cover everything. We'll get it everywhere.
But this time, the Russian
That's funny.
and the Soyuz rocket had saved American life.
You should tell him that you named your roosters after them, after him.
Next to it, the two jumped back out short flight. Training can be very bracing under pressure, but I don't know
Aww.
about his equanimity. He crashed, called his wife, left her a voicemail, told her
Where did he go? What happened? Did he die? You ate him?
we just have to rely on our conscience. Space exploration isn't just about discovering things we don't know. It's about revealing things we know but may.
We'll just lay you down and we'll all just stand over you. That way we get everything.
And the inspiration that could be found in defeat.
You ate him?
Our rocket may have crashed, and in our chin and still give us all something to shoot for.
It was amazing that they could survive and were able to joke about it and capture them.
No, we're all wondering. Did you eat him? You didn't eat him, did you? I can't listen. If I raised an animal, I don't think I'd be the worst farmer. I couldn't eat my animals and be like, you're all gonna live forever.
Be sure to tune into the CBS Evening News with Jeff Phillips tonight.
Oh, Andrea, I'm sorry. Your kids weren't watching him, huh? All right, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take the purple because I feel like the black would be a little too dark for under the eye, but I'm gonna take the purple right up in the lash line. Right up in the lash line. No, that is so sad. Yeah, I don't know what the under eye looks like because in the picture it doesn't show the under eye, so I'm kind of making it up. Joe said last night, he's like, we need some, we need to do a bonfire and have some oysters. I was like, yes, let's do it. Okay. So I'm going to take, I wiped off the brush. I'm going to take and just kind of like, blend it. I have some like, I don't know what that is, mascara, eye boogers. I'm not sure what that is. It's very attractive though, isn't it? I don't know what that is. Oh, y'all, my, the, house I was in yesterday, they have a dog that's like 18 years old. And when I get there, sometimes she's inside the house. She's so sweet. So she's deaf already. They think she's going blind also. But when I got there, I didn't see her while I was cleaning. And I turned around and she was standing there. So I knelt down on the ground and I reached my hand out to her so she can come to me. And she walked over to me. And she's a big dog. And she just laid her head on my knee. And I was just petting her. She's so sweet. And anyway, so I had to get up and keep working. So I went into the bathroom to go do some more work. And I saw her pacing in front of the door. And she would just go by and she'd look in to see if I noticed her. And then she would keep walking. And then she would stop. I could see her shadow. So she would stop right when she passed the door. And she'd turn back again and walk by again. Like, you know. I'm like, aw. She's like checking in on me. She's so cute. Like, aw. She's so sweet. They said, yeah, they think she's like 18 years old. It's crazy. She's like super old. Alright, so I'm going to take... What color does that look like to me? These look like bronzy looking colors. And like a really light gold. She did. I had to get to work though because I was already late from going to the kids' school. So now I'm going to dip into this foil eye palette. And I'm going to take... I'm not sure I know what kind of dog it is. That's an old dog. That's what it is. I'm not sure. I don't know if she was a mixed breed, but she looked like she might have had like yellow lab in her of some kind. But yeah, she's pretty old. I don't think they know exactly. She said she found her in a dumpster. She's a dumpster baby. How do people have the heart to do stuff like that, dude? There's a special place in hell for people like that. It really is. Alright, so I'm going to take this. There's a brown. Okay, so for the foil eye palette, okay, so I'm going to use this one on the end. And then for the center, I'm going to use this dust that I have. I know this video is super long, y'all. If you're tired, you can leave. No, I need to talk to him about that. I'm sorry. I did forget. That's me slacking, girl. Alright, I may need to foil this with some rose water. Let me just lay it on there first. What beach are you wanting to do it at? Was it Huguenot? And who is it that's getting married?
The opioid epidemic, human trafficking. Florida's Attorney General handles thousands of cases. The job needs a prosecutor, not a politician. I'm Ashley Moody, and as a prosecutor, I took criminals down. As a judge, I lock them up. That's why nearly 90% of Florida sheriffs support me. While my opponent, Sean Shaw, never prosecuted a case. His first warrant.
So I'm not covering up the line around the black, like that needs to stay there. The outline of the black, so I'm just kind of going inside of that. I'm going to build the color. Okay, so this looks like it's buildable, so I don't think I'll have to rose water this. I'm going to go ahead and fill it in. Oh, I could have used them too, Mom. I had to stop by the store to get something to drink on the way to work.
Also, zero co-pays for generic prescription drugs. And silver sneakers at no additional cost. That's my kind of world. Visit one of our 21 retail centers to discuss your plan face-to-face with a knowledgeable retailer. With no premiums, no co-pays, and personal assistance, we make sure that you too will be saying, that's my kind of world. Call 1-800-617-7248 to enroll.
I never said that. Maybe I did, but I lied. I was trying not to. Huguenot, okay. Okay. Send me the info on like the date if there is going to be a date, like what they're shooting for, and I'll talk to him about it. I'm working in St. Augustine. All right. I'm going to take a little bit of black and go back in on the inner corners. Actually, I may not even need to use any more black. I can probably just use what's on the brush or on my eye already. I'm going to take that little pointed brush, try to pull in some of that black that's on the outer edge of my eyelid. No, that's just dragging the gold. Alright, so I'm going to take that black, just to like soften and blend that out. I know, Allie, I know. I said that earlier. I'm like, I'm gonna have to wear my sunglasses all the way to work. Wait till you see that sexy lip, girl. Yeah, they always need love. I love animals. When I get to work, I always play with the animals before I start working. Like the one house that I have, they have a cat named Diesel. Because the people, when they found him, somebody had covered him. He was a baby still. And somebody had covered him in diesel fuel and left him there to burn. Like his skin was burning. It was so bad. The lady that found him, the homeowner, she took him inside the office and washed him off with what she had. And even after washing him, as good as she did with what she had, she was like, he was shivering still. So she bundled him up against her shirt, and you know that seeped through the wetness seeped through her shirt. She said her skin started burning, so she's like, I can only imagine what he felt like. So she rushed him to the emergency vet. She left work and took him to the emergency vet, and that's how he got his name, Diesel. But she kept him. He's really sweet. He's just very rambunctious. I met the dog walker this week when I was there. They're out of town, and so they hired a dog walker to come feed the cats and take the dog out and all that. And I told her, I was like, you just have to watch out. I know they are cruel. I said, you just gotta watch out for Diesel, because if you're up on the counter doing anything, he'll get up there and you'll think he's trying to bite you, but what he's doing is he grabs you with his mouth, trying to get your attention. Like he'll grab your arm. You think he's trying to bite you, but he's not. He doesn't clamp down. He just is like, hey, I'm right here. Pet me. Like, you have to love me. You don't have a choice. It's so cute. He scared me a couple of times. I thought he was gonna bite me. I'm like, I don't want no kitty to bite me. I don't do well with bites. Your cats do that too. I've never seen a cat do that before. He is the sweetest thing though. All their animals are. They have a really big fluffy cat. They shave her sometimes and she looks like a lioness. She's so funny looking. I mean, her hair's growing back out now, so she doesn't look like that anymore, but it's hilarious. Alright, so we're going to go in with this stuff. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take a lip brush. Alright. I'm gonna take some rose water. Hey Diane, how are you, girl? You feeling any better? I hope so. I dipped my brush in some rose water, and I put a little bit on the brush. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna look forward and go straight in the center of that like bronze color I put. And we're gonna go straight up with it, right up the center. That is a pretty light colored gold. It is so pretty. So I'm gonna bring that out just a little bit. See how it gives a little more dimension when you put a lighter shade of the gold in the center. And if you do a lighter shade of gold, just do a silver or a white shimmer in the center, and that'll help pop your eyelid out just a little bit more. Give it more of a shape. Thank thank you. This actually is I'm copying a picture that Yvonne sent me. Get out. He taught himself how to poop in the toilet. That's convenient. You know, some people say that you shouldn't let them do that, that's cruel or something because they enjoy digging in the sand or whatever. But, I mean, if he taught himself, I mean, come on. How can you argue with that? I always thought it was kind of cool, but I've seen dog trainers like, don't teach your cat to do that. The cat guy on TV, there are people that say they're teaching their cats to do that, and they're like, he tells them don't do that. I'm like, why not? It'll save you money on kitty litter, teach your cat to flush, you're good to go, man. You know what would be really crazy though, is if your cat doesn't know how to flush, and you have guests over, and they go in there as a turd floating in the toilet. Like, Lois, do you not know how to flush? Like, that's my cat's turd. You're like, girl, why are you blaming your cat? That's sad. They say you just take your, I didn't see that. Avatar. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, like they say you just take the kitty litter box and every day you move it a little bit closer towards the bathroom. Then you get it closer towards the toilet. Then you get it up on the toilet. And you put like the seat down. So you put it in the toilet and you put the seat down. And you can totally turn the water off if the thing is too big. You can set it inside the toilet, turn the water off, let it drain all the water out, and set the kitty litter box in there. If you're not using the toilet, I mean, you'd have to have an extra toilet to do that, but it's a lot of work, but eventually that'll be easy to use it, I guess. Alright, let me put all this stuff up. I just gotta put on a little highlighter. Is Lily still on here? Did she tell me if she only paid for one? I can't remember if she paid for 1 cup or 2. Oh, sweet. Yeah, you probably can order that stuff online, huh? Alright, so I'm gonna use this. We're gonna go right up in here. My gel pencil's getting so small, it's almost time to order another one. I don't know what color lipstick I'm going to do. I'm going to have to find that dark berry color. I'm thinking. Actually, I think I want to use my eyeliner, my gel liner. I'm thinking out loud. Sorry, guys. I'm thinking out loud. Give me that brush. My eyeliner brush. Give me that. I would have had another eyeliner brush. Yeah, it took me forever to use. I'll use this one. Okay. Crystal, you still here, girl? You went to work. Y'all, Yvonne got her package back. She got her package back, you guys.
certain types of strokes early on, the outcomes are significantly better.
After some bodily threats. I'm just joking. She didn't have to do any bodily threats. But she was not playing. She finally got it back, y'all. Finally. You want it, don't you? Oh, thank you, Diane. Somebody mailed it back to her. They mailed it back to her. So they weren't going to bring it to her and say, sorry, I had your package. No, ma'am. They didn't want to do that. And she says she believes they opened it too. Andrea doesn't wear foundation. She just has beautiful skin.
We tell you if they're winning exercise trackers for kids, are we setting you up for fitness or failure?
The obesity epidemic in this country.
Just like, dude, you're like right there. I'm like, just give it to me. You don't have to go through the drama of sending it back in the mail. That is insane. Why would somebody do that? Because they're scared of Yvonne. Yeah, girl, yes, it's good. Let me know. You guys, Snow needs a swap buddy. Anybody interested? She has beautiful skin. I know. It makes you hate her, huh? Me and Snow was talking about her hair. I mean, her skin yesterday. A swap sister. It's where you agree with your swap sister on how much to spend on each other every month, and you buy beauty products, and you have to mail the package at the same time to each other. It doesn't have to be high end. It doesn't have to be low end. Just random stuff you send to each other. You're not supposed to tell what each other gets. I always get told because Crystal has to make sure I don't already have it. And because she tells me what I get, I will leak her some of the things that she'll get sometimes. Not everything, but just some things.
For generic prescription drugs and silver sneakers at no additional cost. That's why I'm the deal. Visit one of our 20 local retail centers to discuss your plan face to face with a knowledgeable team member. With no premiums, no copays, and personal assistance, we're sure that you too.
Andrea, I think Snow specifically asked if you had a swap sister.
617-7248 to enroll or enroll. Visit
I know, Mom.
to compare plans or find an agent in a Florida Payment Center near you.
Okay. But you gotta get out and buy stuff. If you for your swap sister, that means you would have to leave the house. And she knows, and she specifically said she recognizes that you wear a lot of pretty earrings, and she's going to Dubai. So she did say that they're going to have some beautiful earrings there, and that she was thinking about you. So hit Snow up if you, because she did specifically ask about you. If that makes you feel good. So, just letting you know. Alright, I'm going to use, there's this highlighter. It's an Amelia Knight highlighter. Look how pretty that is. I'm going to use this today. Snow Carpenter. Snow Carpenter. She's the one that came down with Crystal. She asked about you. We were talking about you yesterday. All terrible stuff, just so you know. Just awful stuff. I told her how much I hated you because you have the gorgeous skin. Bye, Mom.
I like this. This is a trick I can use. Yeah, I do too. But like I said, it's something practical you can do, especially when you're going to the
Yeah, you. You. Yes. Yes, ma'am. I told her I'd find out if you had a swap sister. She specifically asked about you. All she could think about was going to Dubai and picking up some gorgeous jewelry from there for you. And remember the keychain she bid on? Your keychain? How's about she said she was going to gift that to her husband, but when she got it in and she had it in her hand, she changed her mind. She's like, I'm keeping it. She really loves it. She's like, Andrea does some really good work. I was like, I know. She's like, yes, she does. Okay. We're getting somewhere, y'all. That highlighter, oh my goodness, I love it so much. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna zoom you guys out because all I have left now is lashes and lips. Lashes and those weird lashes. Uh-huh. She was, huh? Yvonne, I'm really digging this look so far. Thank you, man. Oh, a messenger wasn't on here. Okay. Hi, Karina. How are you, girl? Aww, we included you in our prayers today. Your family. We're praying for you, girl.
We do 4 sessions,
I didn't know you guys could hear him. He was, I think there's somebody outside, like not at our house, but just outside. So. Oh, your phone died. Phone died. Yeah.
Patients that I treat actually treat my fungus with success with apple cider vinegar in the sense of the fungus actually can't live in an acidic environment. So would you say that you could
What? Get out! What the heck happened? You're gonna have to explain that to me. What is that? What? What? Go into detail on what that means so I understand exactly what you're talking about. Huh?
Can I get a piece of cake?
Sure. Did you eat breakfast? Eat you something for breakfast first before you eat cake. Okay. Alright, so I'm waiting for my lashes to dry, and while that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and put some lip primer on. I'll put another coat of mascara on. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is, Yvonne sent me this. Identity theft, okay. Goodness gracious, that is just terrible. Girl, that's terrible. What is wrong with people? So when you came back, you had all kinds of stuff. Bills, I'm sure. Credit cards. Debt. Thank you, Pamela. I'll never forget first time Joe saw me with this lip primer on. He was like, Lois, that lipstick is not good for this look. I was like, a sty in your eye? Yes, I do. A sty. And you won't even believe it if I told you. It's the easiest thing and it's free. It works. Every person I've told to do it, and myself included, I've done it and it works. Ask my kid. Are you ready, Diane? You gotta commit though. You gotta commit. You ready for it, Diane? You're not gonna believe me that this works. I'm telling you it works. I'm telling you it works. It does. You gotta go to the window, okay? Go to the window, open the curtains and the blinds, and you look outside and you say, serious, very serious, okay? Sty in my eye. Jump on the next person walking by. Or passing by. Sorry, passing by. Diane, I kid you not, it works. I don't know why it works. It just does. Your sty will go away. All on its own, without having to use any medications. No nothing. It just works. I don't know. I don't understand the science behind it. It just does. Okay. Take it or leave it. You don't have to take my advice. I'm just telling you it works.
Then it's just been brutal.
It's lip primer.
Very, very painful. And
It does conceal your lips. You can use concealer, but
state, my physical state, my marriage especially, and
but you got to commit.
different things.
That means the next person passing by is going to get your sty, but you know, they can do the same thing if they like. Just saying. You can apologize too as you're saying it if you want. Like, I'm really sorry, but
And it's really important for me to have a very intimate physical relationship with my husband. And so,
what was it? Hey, Arvo.
Right. And you shouldn't have to be. As someone that's first of all, you are definitely not alone. According to the American College of Obstetricians and
What's going on?
75% of women experience pain with sex at some point. And typically we call pain with sex dysphoria. That's the technical name for it. But I want to ask you a few additional questions. How old are you? I'm 40.
Aw, sharing is caring. Thank you.
Hysterectomy due to endometriosis.
Oh, for the stealing, yeah, you can sue. Well, I don't know. If they're in Mexico, their laws might be different.
But when you lose the ovaries, that's when you run into issues with hormones and the decreased estrogen.
Yep, I'll show you the lip primer. It's this. It's Mana Kadar. Sorry, it's upside down. Prime Time lip primer.
Inside the uterus that gets outside of the uterus with endometriosis.
Yeah, Louise though, but these lash curlers make a huge difference. They, if no one walks by, somebody's got to come by. That's why you say passing by and not walking by in case it's in a car. So I use these and it curls the lashes out of your line of sight and it makes your lashes and your falsies look like they're just one. They're perfect. They make your lashes feel so much lighter. They're not as heavy, especially if you wear big ones. These definitely work. The style, yeah. Okay.
depression, anything like that? Well, I mean, I definitely have depression. I mean, that's been a hard set due to the medical issues that
I do have some to sell. I got some already on hand. I order them in bulk just for you guys. And I carry one in my purse because it seems like somebody always is like, "Hey, you know those things you use on your lashes?" And I'm like, "I got some in my purse."
it just feels horrible the whole time. It kind of just feels like
Moses must be getting into something.
the whole time.
So it sounds like you're definitely going to need some supplemental estrogen. And that's very common after removal of the ovaries. And I know you've tried that, right?
Estrogen cream.
I think they said the one that I use is $24 on the Mana Kadar website. From what I was told, I got mine out of a Lip Monthly bag. I paid $5 for my first for my first bag, and that came in it, which is a really good deal. I've had that for over a year, and I use it every single day. Sorry, I'm just going through and recurling these, but you don't necessarily have to do them as much as I did. But they just make your lashes feel so light. All right, now about this lip we gonna do today. Let's see. Look at this picture. It's definitely a dark. It's kind of chalky. There we go, that's better. Okay. $10 for the curlers. $10, that includes shipping. No tax.
Procedure. In-office procedure is actually done in the local anesthesia. It's very minimal. There's very little downtime with it. And really, what this is going to do
is going to allow me to open up and start the opening of the vagina. And this is all about trying to create a rejuvenated area.
I do. I have some. I have a few.
The in-office procedure is done. Usually when we clear it, the sutures are resolved. People learn about the it's not scary. And then we use our intravaginal dilators because we want to get you to the right size. And really, it's 100% success rate. We've been able to take women from day one to having painless.
Yep, you can use your PayPal on Messenger. You can link your PayPal to Messenger, and pay that way. Or you can just send it on PayPal as friends and family to me. Oh gosh, girl. Oh goodness, we need to pray for the people in Kenya. Hey, Kenya, right, Snow? The women. Snow told me this terrible story yesterday. I felt so bad. Oh my gosh. Like, there's a woman working over there where Snow's husband is, and she's from Kenya. I believe it's Kenya. And she said that the woman is really successful where she's at, and she's made a lot of money. But she's afraid to go home because the men over there will rape her and take everything she has. Okay, I'm going to try to send you one on Messenger first. What tweezers use. Those, I have those on hand too, and those are $8. But mine, the ones I'm selling are pink. They're just like these, but they're pink. So I have those also. Like they think they have the right to the women's stuff. Like they will rob her blind. Like just take everything. And there's no repercussions for it. So Snow is like, just pray for the ladies over there. She said her husband was so upset after talking to her about what she's going to go through that he literally like cried. That is so sad. And he told Snow, he's like, all I can think about is that happening to you. Like, that's not right. He's so sweet. This is a Milani lip liner. It's the Easy Liner in the color Sugar Plum. I'm going to go in a little dark with this. Okay. Now, here's the crazy thing I'm going to do next. You guys are going to be like, what are you doing, Lois? I'm going to take a blending brush. Like, Lois, what are you doing? I'm going to take a blending brush. Well, this isn't a blending brush. It's a pencil brush. I'm going to take it and blend out these edges. Hold on. I am, I know. Yes, I am. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm still alive, Crystal. Thank you. Okay. Now I'm gonna take pink. It's got to be like a hot pink type color, like a fuchsia. All right, that's not quite it, is it? Oh, here we go. It's more like this color. So this is the lavender lip crayon, pink lavender.
So Alexis, what do you think makes us the
I think it's absolutely definitely show each and every day.
okay?
There you have it.
Thank you very much.
So if we have that, tell us what 850 pre-exam consultation.
Okay, done. I'm finally done. There, Crystal. I'm done. Okay? You can go on with your life now. Okay, so this is the look. I hope I got it about right. Did that look about right? So there. Thank you. Thank you, Yvonne, for the inspiration. Thank you to whoever created it. I like it. Zoom back in? Okay. Ooh, is that too much? Yeah, I love the Because lip liners. And you know what? If you have a Because lip liner, use your, which one was it called? The Vava Vino lip liner for this one. Thank you. Okay, let me get off of here because my mom is throwing a fit. She wants a swap sister. So let me figure out what her problem is. Oh, thank you. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.